Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into some complex material from your sources on eschatological timelines,
That's right.
specifically the last 1 week and the 2300 days. Our goal really is to try and untangle these for you, figure out the key events, the players, and, what it all signifies.
Absolutely. And these texts, they lay out a surprisingly precise sequence, detailing events from, like you said, a figure in a temple right through to these big cosmic judgments. It paints a picture of divine justice, a very detailed plan.
Okay, let's unpack that first one then, the last 1 week. Our sources frame this as 2,520 days total. So 7 years, basically.
7 literal years, yes.
And it kicks off, according to the material, when this figure, the son of perdition, who seems to be this embodiment of, deception and opposition.
The ultimate counterfeit.
All right, he sits in a rebuilt earthly temple. Now, what's interesting is how the sources handle Daniel 9.27. They say in the middle of the week actually means during the first half, not dead center. What's the significance of that timing?
Yeah, that detail is apparently quite critical in these texts. The idea is that this act, him sitting in the temple, immediately stops the daily sacrifices. And it establishes what's called the abomination of desolation. That's the ultimate, spiritual desecration in these prophecies.
The big trigger event.
Exactly. It signals the start of the Great Tribulation for the saints, a time of, unprecedented challenge and persecution, as these texts describe it. It sort of unmasks the evil involved.
Okay, so that sets the stage for this 7-year tribulation on earth, driven by the son of perdition. But the sources also bring up this other timeline running alongside it, the 2300 days.
Right, concurrently.
And this one ends with the cleansing of the sanctuary. But here's where I need some clarification for all of us. The sources say the earthly temple is defiled, even called a pile of stones.
Because it's unholy at that point.
But the cleansing applies to the actual sanctuary, where Jesus is. So how does a sanctuary that's inherently pure, that can't really be polluted, how does it get cleansed? What does that mean?
That's a great question, and the distinction is really important in these sources. The cleansing of the actual heavenly sanctuary isn't about, scrubbing impurity away. It can't be defiled like that.
Right.
Instead, it's presented as a cosmic act of vindication, a public demonstration.
Okay.
It's showing that despite everything happening on earth, despite the defiance, God's truth, his government, his character, they remain completely pure and unchallenged. It's like clearing away all the accusations and misrepresentations.
So it's about demonstrating its inherent purity, not removing actual dirt.
Precisely. It affirms divine integrity for the whole universe to see. A statement about enduring justice.
Got it. Okay, so these two timelines are running. Then the sources point to a really key moment within that 2300-day period at day 1335. This is the first resurrection. Why is this event singled out as so pivotal?
Well, according to these texts, it's more than just, bringing people back to life. It's described as this profound confirmation.
Confirmation of?
Of the truth of God's commandments, his love, his justice. It's all publicly validated. And interestingly, the sources also link this moment to the perfecting of the free will of angels. They witness the outcome.
Wow, okay. So it has cosmic implications beyond just humanity.
Definitely. And then right after this resurrection for the next 965 days, which takes us to the end of the 2300 days, that's when the 7 plagues happen.
The plagues.
Yeah, described as God's final judgments on, unrepenting humanity. And these lead directly to the end of the 2300 days and that final formal cleansing or vindication of the actual sanctuary we just talked about.
So we've got the earthly tribulation, the parallel 2300 days, the resurrection, the plagues, the sanctuary cleansing.
Yeah.
It's intricate. What about the end of the whole thing? The full last 1 week, the 2,520 days. How does that wrap up?
Right. So after the 2,300 days conclude, there are still 220 days left in that original 7-year, 2,520-day period. And this final phase, according to the sources, is dramatic. It includes the destruction of Babylon, seen symbolically not just a city, but representing corrupt world systems.
The whole system of rebellion.
Exactly. Then the judgment of the beast's army, so those aligned with that power. And then the big one, the imprisonment of Satan himself in the abyss.
So that's the final cleanup.
That sequence completes the whole 2,520 days and also finishes the larger 70 weeks prophecy framework these sources refer back to. And then, crucially, it ushers in the 1,000-year kingdom, a totally new era of divine reign. It's the grand conclusion.
We've definitely covered a lot of ground there. These timelines are incredibly detailed, connecting earthly events like temple defilement and tribulation with these cosmic events like the sanctuary's vindication. It really ties it all together in one narrative.
It does. And maybe here's a final thought for you as you continue your deep dive into this material. What if the main point of these intricate prophecies isn't just about predicting the future like a fixed script?
What else would it be?
Well, what if it's more about revealing the certainty of divine justice, the ultimate triumph over evil, and maybe even the profound importance and affirmation of free will, both human and angelic, and God's character in the face of it all? Something powerful to think about.